Hungry.
Sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we are 62 days out. I'll show the check-in shots from this morning here. So yeah, 62 days out. We've got leg session now that I'm going to take you through, and yeah, so I just really want to try and capture as best as I can the intensity that goes into these leg sessions, because the way I see it, we are 8 weeks out today, so there's 8 solid opportunities of full leg days to really push as much stimulus as I can through the legs to ensure that I maintain every ounce of muscle mass as possible, you know, going into the show, because that's what it's all about when it comes to the prep, the diet phases. A lot of guys and girls take their foot off the gas with the intensity when it comes to the training, especially around the legs. As the calories are coming down, the energy is not quite there, and that really will lead to a loss in muscle mass. So you need to keep that stimulus there in order to maintain. It's one of the ways in which you will maintain that muscle mass, especially in areas like the legs where it really is very taxing and it really takes that mental fortitude to really be able to push to that level of stimulus that you need. And so far we've had a very good run. We've been able to progress with movements. It's been feeling very good and very strong. Changes came through from the coach today. You know, this is the midway point, so it's very much like now we are really pushing the deficit more from this week onwards. Yeah, it's going to get harder to be able to maintain this, but I will do everything I possibly can to do so. You know, when you've spent so long trying to build muscle, you just have to think about that in your head. You know, I need to maintain this, and this is what I want. So that's the mentality going into this. So yeah, just made up my pre-workout in, ready for a killer leg session. I've been looking forward to this all day. So hope you enjoy. Let's get it. leg session done. Saying again, but it's after leg day, so that's completely understandable. If you're not like fried and just like incapable of speaking properly, then I don't think you've hit legs correctly. Really, really good session. It was a bit odd filming knowing it's being for YouTube, even though I film most of my leg sessions anyway on my phone and put it on my Instagram. It's funny how just like the tiniest little thing can just kind of affect you a bit mentally. So yeah, that was interesting, but nevertheless, we had a really solid session. Actually took a progression on the pendulum. We got a new pendulum at the gym, Atlantis pendulum, and it's so nice. We had a Watson one previously, but it was very old, and just the resistance profile is a lot more continuous, should I say, on this one. So it just feels a bit nicer, whereas the Watson very much got heavier and heavier as you came down. And one thing I'm finding really interesting actually in the last 1 to 2 weeks is feel like myself personally anyway, I get this level of like numbness that comes as the weeks go on. I think I'm past the 8-week mark now, and it actually allows me to push a bit harder through pain in the sets. I'm not very depleted, but being more depleted or feeling it as that goes on, me can't even speak. Yeah, I've just seemed to have had this like greater tolerance of pain. It could just be like the motivation coming up more and more and more as you're getting closer to the show, which is then pushing you through. It could be a number of things. But I do, when you've been training for a long time, you get very proprioceptive with how your muscles are feeling, and I genuinely feel some sort of difference there. So that's really cool. I hope you enjoyed the full leg day. It's not, loads of crazy camera angles. I'm not going to be focusing on that when I record and I train, because one thing I said to myself with the YouTube is that I have to make sure that I can focus 100% on my sessions. All I'm doing is just setting up tripod and clicking record for my top sets when I record them, and that's it. I'm not thinking about where can I get the fanciest angle, where's the best lighting. I just want to get it and go, so I can document the process and have it on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just going to go off to Lidl now. I like to do a little mini shop on a Friday evening when it's nice and quiet. Finish off my steps as well. Got like another 1.5k to get in because my daily step goal is at 12k. And then just head home, last meal, and just chill for the evening. Probably play a little bit of video games. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 remastered at the moment. I'm loving that. I just recently finished Resident Evil The Village after all these years, which was really good. So I'm kind of on like a little Resident Evil kick now. Probably play the whole series. And gaming helps massively in prep, because if you're just sat there like watching a film or something, your hands are free, you just want to like eat something. Whereas if you're playing a game, you're engaged. The hours pass by, and before you know it, it's just time to go to sleep. So yeah, that's pretty much everything from me, guys. Thank you very much for checking in. Thanks to everyone for the support on my first video. Really means a lot. Just to see even like 80 views on there, 80 people watching that video, that's amazing. I really appreciate it. And I've had a lot of great support as well so far, going into the shows from various people, and that really means the world. And that's one of the amazing things about having a social media platform. When you are doing something, any passion of yours, you find like-minded people and you get that supportive community, and that is really that's the good part about it. So yeah, I'm waffling on now. Thanks for checking in, and I'll see you in the next one.